Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So today is day one of opening Rossmann Repair Group number 2 here in Texas. I am excited to finally get started. We have been doing some open to the public free workshops, but I haven't been able to take in repairs for my private business because I haven't had any of my stuff here. But we are in the process of getting all that stuff here, and today was the first day that we felt comfortable with actually opening. Now I've been getting some inquiries from all of you saying, why is your address not changed? And that's really confusing to me because my website has the new address. And Google actually allowed me to change it. It took less than a day to verify this. So it says my new address over here in Texas, right over there on the page. And so I was really kind of confused as to what you meant. And apparently what you guys meant is that my Yelp page does not have the address that is supposed to be there. So when I check my Yelp page, even though I remember hitting edit in my phone app, it still says 141 West 27th Street, in spite of the fact that I edited it, and apparently there was an error when I edited it, and my website having the new address. The absolute TLDR of that is apparently I'm no longer allowed to edit the address of my business. So back in the day when I would move, whether from my apartment to a store, from my store to another office, from my office to another store, I was able to edit the listing, and sometimes there'd be certain things they wanted for verification, like Google wanted me to upload some proof that this is my business, a picture of the store, a tax ID paper, stuff like that before they were able to confirm it. But Google pretty much confirmed my listing in one day. Whereas Yelp is not going to allow me to do that at all. This means that any of the reviews that I have here, any of the time or effort that was put into this page is now gone. Those 395 reviews will not be moving over to my new store page. The reason this is important is because I know there are people out there that actually pay to invest in Yelp advertising and Yelp deals. They may do things like those $25 for 50 deals in the hopes of bringing in more reviews and business and better rankings for their page. They may pay for Yelp advertising to try to get more reviews and everything else for your page. And just something that is really important to understand is if you have a business with Yelp and at some point in time you choose to move that business, you could have put $10,000, $30,000, $50,000 invested into that page, and all of that is gone. Now, I have the exact same staff, the exact same policies, the same owner, same manager, everything that I did from my New York location here, but I'm not able to move this page over, which means that those reviews that have been built up over the course of the past 10 years are gone. And so one of the things that I think you should be thinking about as a business owner, if you use any one of these platforms, is to use platforms or invest in platforms where they can grow with you, where if you decide that you are going to move at some point in time, you are able to take those reviews, you're able to take that rank, you're able to take that page that you built with you. And that's not something you can do with Yelp. And I think it's something that's very important that you understand before you actually decide to advertise with them. Here is a phone call that I had with them just so you can have an idea of how that went.
Thanks for calling Yelp. We may monitor or record this call for training purposes.
Hi, I've had a Yelp listing for about 13 years, and I've moved my store location about 4 or 5 times. Usually I just go on the site and edit my address. This time it's not allowing me to do that. So I was just curious if there's something else I need to do.
Okay, is it Rossmann Repair Group?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Okay, one second. Is your correct address listed on your website anywhere?
Yeah, it's the new address on my website, 2410 San Antonio Street.
Okay, let me double check that.
All right, thank you so much for taking the time, by the way. I really appreciate it.
Okay, so I see your proper address on here. Let me have our moderators change that. And then I do see that you have like a past due balance for ads. Were you aware of that?
I don't think I've used advertisements on Yelp ever. I know I used to do Yelp deals back in 2014 to 2015. I think I had like a Yelp, like one of those, 10 for 25 things, but I don't remember using Yelp.
Okay, got it.
What is the past due balance for advertising?
I'm going to find out right now, but let me submit your...
Are you still there? I'm sorry. Hello? 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 Are you there?
Yeah, just one more minute. They're typing.
Okay, no worries. I'm sorry. I just thought my phone was dying or something. All right, take your time.
Okay, so they're telling me since you're moving out of state, okay, you might have to make a new listing. So I'm going to transfer you to our customer success team, and you can confirm that with them. And then secondly, I do see there is no balance. So I'm not sure why this collection flag is here.
Yeah, I've had a rocky relationship with Yelp in the past, but I'm glad that there's no balance due. But if there is, just email it to me so I can take care of it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm having them remove that past due balance flag right now. But let me transfer you to our customer success team, and then you can ask them if they can just change your address because this guy is telling me that since you're moving out of state, you need a new page. But hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, the thing is, that essentially, it's the same staff, the same management, the same owner, the same people. It's just different address. So it would suck to lose 13 years worth of reviews.
Yeah, I totally agree. So let me transfer you over and then just explain that to them, and hopefully they can do that for you. One second. I'm transferring now.
At this point, I decided to bring Steve on board. Steve has been the manager here. He's been here for about 10 years now. He has ever so slightly more patience than I do, as you'll be able to hear during the course of this phone call. He's amazing at handling things like this, and I think he did the best that he could in the particular case.
Thank you for calling Yelp. My name is Jasmine. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi. I'm calling in regards to my business listing.
Okay, this is Rossmann Repair Group.
Yes.
Okay, this is Louis.
Yes.
Okay, how can I help you today?
So I just we basically moved the company over to Austin from New York, and I just want to transfer the listing over, but it's giving me an issue doing that. It says I can't do it for some reason.
Okay.
Yes, the same company, same management, same everything, owner and all that stuff.
Okay. Let me see. If you have a new location, because it looks like you're off of West 27th Street, you have to make another page.
Yeah, but the problem with that is I'm going to lose all the reviews that we've basically gathered from the past, I don't know, like 13 years or whatever that we've been in business. So, I mean, I'm moving the company, so that old location is actually going to be closed.
No, I understand that. So yeah, if it's a new location though, you have to have a new page. It would have to be a new listing. I totally understand the reviews, but it would have to be a new listing if it's a new location.
But I mean, how does that work? Let's say I've been in business for 20 years and I'm moving from one state to another, and I open a business there, and then
A new page.
you're just going to tell me that I'm going to lose all the reviews of that business? It really doesn't add up.
Yeah, because it's a new user experience, because it's a new address. So if it's a new address, it's a new user experience, and it would have to be a new page.
Now, the argument being made here is because it is a different location, because it is a different user experience means that we can't reuse the same page, which would make sense if that's a policy that you ever actually followed. Because if you take a look at my page right now, again, I used to have my business in my apartment. I had my business in a park. I had my business in a fifth floor office. I had my business in a basement recording studio underneath filthy Club Rebel on 30th Street where there were dumpsters full of garbage. And then I moved my business to a store. And every single time I made one of those moves, they were more than happy to allow me to make those moves, as you can see on my own business profile. If you look on this business profile, you can see before I had the money for a perfect location that it says over here, 2011, they have a warehousey space in the basement with a couple of couches in the front area. This business setup will seem sketchy or off-putting to most people. This place is located in the basement of a gross building in Midtown West near Penn Station. I had to walk past rolling dumpsters of trash to get to a poorly marked door and find a tidy side that said I was in the right place. It felt a little bit like a scene out of Blade Runner. Now, if we're talking about user experience, they allowed me to change my listing from the user experience of being under Club Rebel to being in a retail store. They allowed me to change it from being in an office to being underneath a club, literally behind dumpsters of garbage, because I couldn't afford better at the time. Like, it's right there on my page. I screenshotted it. All that stuff is still there. There have been a number of changes to the user experience of being at Rossmann Repair Group over the years, and as with every other sane business listing service, they've allowed me to change it. But unfortunately, that's not really going to make them budge.
There's no way around this. Like maybe transfer me to someone I can, speak to or explain to. That, like, we've been in business for 13 years and we have this location that we do mail-in too. That's the other problem. As in, like, people don't walk into us all the time. They ship stuff to us to that location. So it's basically, the location is irrelevant. It's just the business is the important thing here. Because we do mail-in, so our business is, about 60% mail-in, give or take.
So what was the address that was on your page? Were people able to visit that address?
Yeah, I mean, so physically they would be able to walk into the store. Yeah, of course. We had like a storefront, but we also had that mail-in side where they mail in stuff to us. They've never even seen us in person. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I get you're saying that it's a new, I guess, location, but we have mail-ins and thousands, like, hundreds of reviews that say that, they mailed it in, all that stuff. So location
Yeah.
is irrelevant in that case.
Yeah, I understand, but people were able to visit that old location. So again, it's a new location, it's a new user experience. We can't override that. That's with any business that uses Yelp for advertising or just in general. If they have a new actual location and it's a new user experience, they have to have a new page. Unfortunately, those reviews will remain with your previous location.
Hmm. Would you be able to, I guess, I don't know, I sort of can't really fathom how that's even, remotely acceptable. Like if you were in my shoes, I'm sure you wouldn't, like it either, to be
I've,
honest with you,
I've
because
received phone
it
calls
doesn't make sense.
before. Yeah, I
I'm sorry?
understand. I'm actually a customer success manager. I've received these phone calls before, and I totally get the frustration. But you do have to keep in mind it's a new location. So if it's a new location and it's not the same location, it would have to be a new page because, again, it's a new user experience. We
Fair
can't
enough.
just transfer the reviews from your old page, your old location in
Mhm.
another state to the new location. That we
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
be able to do that.
mail-in
We can't
device, let's
override
say I was
that.
strictly a mail-in business, right? Where people wouldn't
Yeah.
walk in. What would you guys then do?
So again, so it's a new location, so it would have to
Location
transfer
shouldn't
over.
matter if people are
The
mailing
fact
stuff.
that the fact that people have actually visited your old location, I mean, that alone would be another reason why. So the fact that it was a
That's
walk-in type
fair
of
though.
business,
Like,
it's a
let's say
new
we were
user
strictly
experience.
selling companies, right? What would you do
Yeah.
then?
So, sir, we have a policy to abide by. Unfortunately, like I said, I understand your frustration, but we can't override that. So, if you have a new location, you would have to have a new page. There's no way around it.
Okay,
I
but
apologize.
that I understand. But what I'm asking is, I
We're
understand what you're
speaking.
saying. But let's say we were strictly
Hypotheticals.
a mail-in business. What would you do then? Because we
So
wouldn't.
we're speaking
It's a mail-in business.
hypotheticals,
People wouldn't walk in.
but it's not a mail-in business. You just said that people were walking in the business as well.
Yeah. No,
So
but I'm
we
saying
gotta.
in that case,
I
you would
know
make
you.
an exception, right?
No, we still probably wouldn't make an exception. And again, it's a walk-in business. So it's a new user experience. I keep trying to express that, and we can't override that. It would be a new page.
No, I mean I understand what you're saying. It's just I completely don't
Yeah.
agree with it. And you might,
That's,
again, not really care
that's
that I
our
don't.
policy,
But
sir. That's our
I'm sorry.
policy. We can't override that because you don't
Yeah, but it's a silly
agree
policy
with it.
to have. With all due respect, it's a silly policy to have in effect because it just doesn't make sense. Do you think it makes sense? I'm very curious,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, I do because it's a new location. Again, it's a new user experience.
What about
Just
my
like if
mailing?
Subway has a new location, they're not going to use
That's
the
fair,
reviews
but
from their old location.
that's
You know what
fair.
I'm
But
saying? Like,
what about the mailing customers? We've had thousands of them.
but again, your place of business is a walk-in business. So we can talk about what is, but at the end of the day, it's still a walk-in business, sir.
Can you transfer the mail-in reviews, the ones that specifically say mail-in reviews, because we have a ton of those?
No, sir, we can't. Those reviews will remain with that listing. I can
But
show you how
but
to
you have
make a new list.
that's actually what's a little frustrating to me. And again, I'm trying to like sort of get to understand how this is possible, where we have mailing customers, right? They left a
Mhm.
review. They've never seen us in person, never walked into the store, and now that review is gone, and I have to start with zero.
Yeah. And again, it's based off you having a new location. I totally understand you say that you have mail-in locations, and I do want to let you know as far as online services, we actually do not advertise for online services. So that's a separate thing within itself. So if your business, for example, and I know you're mentioning mail-in, but if it's strictly online, we wouldn't advertise you on Yelp. So the fact that you have a physical location is good because without that physical location, you probably wouldn't be advertised on here.
All right. Well, I mean, it seems to me that we're really not gonna, get anywhere with this conversation, and it's
Yeah, me too.
unfortunate, really. Like, I'm just telling you my concerns, and I'm just voicing them to you in a, in like a calm manner. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone else would, flip out and say that this is, completely BS, and
Yeah.
understandably so, right?
Oh,
Because over the
I'm
past
calm as
13
well.
years, these reviews are gone.
Yeah, but we have a policy that we have to abide by, and I can't just change our
Yeah, but I mean,
policy.
policies can always be changed, right? So
Yeah.
it's that's not, a policy is in effect, sure, but that doesn't mean it's a good policy, and that doesn't mean it's, a policy that should stay there.
Mhm.
But nonetheless, I guess thanks for your help, and going forward for each.
Mhm.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Um, Going forward, so you're saying for each location that's open, this is going to
Mhm.
happen again, right? Just so we're clear.
Correct. A new location would be a new page. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for the help.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good day.
You have a good one. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thankfully, I did not actually spend the tens of thousands of dollars that many Yelp salespeople have tried to get me to spend on promoting my page. If I had done that and then decided to move, I would be throwing all of that away and have to start all over again, which again is not how it works with Google Maps. It's not how it works with Apple. It's not how it works with most business listings, but it is how it works with Yelp, and it's something that you really need to understand and be aware of before you decide to put resources into it. If you're giving your customers a card after a repair saying, hey, I'd really appreciate if you leave a review or anything like that, that should not be pointing to Yelp. That should be pointing to a platform where if you decide to move at some point in time, you can take those reviews with you. And again, that is something you can do with Google. That's something you can do with virtually any other platform that provides business listings with reviews that you're not able to do with Yelp. So it's just something you should understand so you understand the risks inherent in investing in that platform aside from all the other risks. Again, something that I went viral for about 7 years ago is there was somebody who called me about Yelp advertising who was a Yelp salesperson. And what I found interesting is that they were sending me metrics of my friend, but also competitor Sonny's business and just showing me all this stuff on the screen saying, oh, look at the business they're getting, look at this, that, and the other. And I thought, this is kind of private data. Like, why are you showing this to me? And I did a YouTube video on it. And after I did that YouTube video, I got a 1-star review. The 1-star review that came in was from somebody who was from 1,000 miles away from me, but they said they walked into my store. I thought that was kind of weird, so I decided to look them up. And apparently on Yelp and on another website, that person was friends with the employee that had sent me all those analytics that was trying to sell me on Yelp ads. Apparently when I look it up on LinkedIn, it looks like they went to the same college class. They were friends in real life, and that person who was friends in real life with the person that tried and failed to sell me Yelp ads just so happened to leave me a 1-star review claiming they walked into my store from the other side of the country. And they were not willing to delete that obviously fake review until I did a video about it that got about 200,000 or 300,000 views, and at which point they decided to take the obviously bullshit review down. A Yelp salesperson tried to sell me advertising. They failed to sell me advertising. They used some fairly underhanded means to try to do it, and when I talked about it, I got a 1-star review from that person's best friend claiming to be my customer from 1,000 miles away. In my opinion, when you're dealing with a company like Yelp, you just cannot assume the best of them the same way that you can with other companies. Like basic stuff, like I can keep my listing when I move. Yeah, Google will let you do that. Everybody else will let you do that. They won't. Or like, I'm not going to get hit with a 1-star review right after I decline advertising with you. Like, that's the type of stuff that you have to worry about when it comes to these platforms. And I never got a response. I said, hey, by the way, it seems like you deleted that entire person's account and never told me why after my video. I'm kind of curious what you found. You know, as Thomas Sowell says in one of his in this interview on Uncommon Knowledge, he was talking about an internship he had in like the 1940s or 50s. He said, I sent them a letter, and to this day, I patiently await their reply. And I don't expect to be hearing back on that thing from 2015 anytime soon. But in all seriousness, it's very, very important that you think about where you put your investments, where you put your time into, and where you try to earn your reviews. If you are trying to earn your reviews, again, I have a lot of bad things to say about Google on this YouTube channel, but at the end of the day, they have always let me take my listing from one location to another, no problem since 2009. Yelp doesn't. If you think that there's a chance that you move somewhere else, make sure that if you're investing into a way to advertise your business, you're investing into a page, you're investing into a review platform, that you're investing into something that's not going to disappear into dust simply because you relocate. Something to think about. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.